Suppose there was a financial instrument with a track record stretching back since 1847 that was so solid it could survive the Great Depression intact, that earned untaxed interest at a competitive rate, that could be borrowed against at will, regardless of credit conditions, and that could be used by individuals as well as business owners as a safe harbor during economic turmoil. We call this a financial bunker, and we'd be talking about tax-exempt, dividend-paying whole life insurance. This is not the type of life insurance that only pays you when you die. Dividend-paying whole life is the kind of insurance our parents and grandparents owned in the good old days, before the stock markets began to boom in the 80s. Dividend-paying whole life is making a huge comeback. Now that our speculative economy is blowing up and financial disaster is driving people away from risk, participating dividend-paying whole life is the closest thing to owning your own bank. The banker's secret is one of the most powerful, tax-advantaged financial strategies out there by creating your own private reserve of money. It allows you to use your money over and over again, just like the banks do, to grow your money more rapidly. The benefit of the banker's secret is the process, but getting you to think differently about your money. It's really a paradigm shift in your current thinking of what most of you have believed to be true about money. When you think about making a major purchase, like a vehicle, you may wonder, should I finance it or maybe pay cash? And in making a choice, it would be helpful to know which option is better for you financially in the long run. One way to look at the ultimate cost is to calculate what the purchase will do to your long-term future lifestyle savings. Did you know you finance everything that you buy? You either borrow from a lender and pay them interest, or use your own money and you give up the interest that you could have earned. And most people, they focus on interest rates, not the amount of interest that they pay back to their bank. Did you know that interest is one of the major wealth transfers that keeps many people from getting ahead and accumulating wealth? The second problem is the power of uninterrupted compounding. This allows you to grow your money faster by keeping your money together. Einstein once said, compound interest was the eighth wonder of the world. You know, I think he was half right. He should have said uninterrupted compound interest. Did you know that very few accounts earn compound interest? And for most people, they've been told and believe that their stocks and mutual funds have compound growth. The truth is, they can only appreciate or depreciate, and many people are experiencing that today. There are accounts that do compound your money without interruption. Can you guess how large a penny could grow if you doubled that penny every day for 30 days? Believe it or not, it'll compound to over $10.7 million. Isn't that amazing? What happens to your money when you interrupt the compounding of it? Just once. Let's say you need to buy something on the 15th day of the month for $300. You take the money out of your savings account, leaving you a balance of $28. And let's say that $28 doubles every day for the remaining 15 days. Now how much money would you have at the end of 30 days? It would be just over $900,000. So this is what happens when compounding is interrupted. The third secret is to minimize taxes. Understanding this concept could actually make you rich. This gives you safe, built-in tax-advantaged savings without needing risky or aggressive stock market investments, like an RSP. Did you know that RSPs violate 3 basic financial principles? First, taxes are going to be higher in the future. Just take a look at what the government has recently done with raising the capital gains inclusion rate from 50 to 67% for individuals, corporations, and trusts. Don't you think that they can change the rules in an RSP or a company pension plan? Second, you're going to be paying taxes on a larger amount. And lastly, you're going to receive dollars of lesser value at the time of withdrawal. You know what that's called? It's called inflation. Let me ask you this. How much income tax do you need to keep overpaying before you think it's time to make a better decision? I know taxes are unavoidable, but that doesn't mean that we can't be smart when it comes to paying them. There are still legitimate strategies available to minimize your tax bill and therefore minimize the stress that you put on your financial assets. The banker's secret, it's a highly effective tax planning strategy that allows a person to tax shelter income by utilizing a properly structured, tax-exempt, dividend-paying whole life policy, meaning it's 100% tax sheltered when it's designed correctly. And this is where you're going to need to have a coach. It's because your money is guaranteed. It's liquid. It's protected from the risk of loss, more importantly, and it can be accessed 100% tax advantaged at any time. The power of this strategy is that you continue to earn compound interest on collateralized funds and leverage your money like a bank. Pretty cool. It also makes every dollar that you put into it do the work of $2. Here's the number one absolute worst piece of advice that you'll hear when your investments go down at the banks. They say, don't worry, the markets always come back. Just not in your lifetime. Hang in there. Do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. Better yet, leave a comment and let me know if you have any questions. It's your money. Thank you for watching.